This is a Squiz podcast. We're your shortcut to being informed.
Squiz Kids! It's your daily news fix. Fun, free, fresh.
Hello and welcome to Squiz Kids Today, your fresh take on what's happening in the world around you. I'm Bryce Corbett. It's Tuesday, December 13. In Squiz Kids Today, space mission a success as Orion splashes down. Arkansas's new 18-year-old mayor. A new app to fight bluebottle stings and English football's new cat mascot. That's what's making news, kids style.
The lowdown.
The moon just got a whole lot closer after the NASA space capsule Orion arrived back down on Earth after a successful 26-day lunar mission. You remember a month ago on the podcast, we talked about the Artemis rocket launch and how this was the first mission in a series of 3 that would end up with humans walking again on the moon. The capsule at the top of that rocket, Orion, splashed down to Earth again early morning yesterday Australian time, plonking down into the ocean off the west coast of the USA, where a flotilla of Navy ships were ready to collect it. A flotilla is a group of boats. Orion has spent the last couple of weeks orbiting the moon. Orbit means that it has been spinning around the moon, taking lots of photos and studying the moon's surface. There were no astronauts on board. This was just a practice run for a similar mission that will take astronauts up to the moon, hopefully in 2 years' time. Orion hit the Earth's atmosphere yesterday morning at a speed of about 40,000 kilometres an hour. Imagine that. And it was travelling so fast that the friction created when the capsule entered our atmosphere sparked a ball of fire, which reached temperatures of almost 3,000 degrees Celsius. That, my friends, is mind-blowingly hot. And yet, when it floated down to the ocean, with 3 huge parachutes braking its fall, it did so with incredible grace. I've stuck a link to video of the splashdown in today's episode notes.
Spin the globe.
Each day we give the world globe a spin and find a news story from wherever it stops. And today we've landed in Arkansas, in the United States, in a town called Earl, where an 18-year-old kid has just been elected mayor. Jalen Smith lives at home with his mum and has just finished high school, but he was involved in the school council at school and decided he wanted to continue his political career, so that he ran for mayor. Now that he's been elected, Jalen has vowed to fix up the canteen at his old high school, increase police on the street in his hometown, and create services to help the elderly. How cool! Oh, and his mum has reportedly been crying with pride ever since her son's election. Nice work, Jalen.
Sport time.
The World Cup is being held in a country called Qatar, spelt with a Q, but there's a suggestion it should maybe be renamed the Qatar World Cup, spelt with a C, after all the cats that have made headlines there. Last week, a cat made an unscheduled appearance at a press conference with the Brazilian team. And yesterday came the news that a cat called Dave would be making the trip home to England from Qatar as the new team mascot of the English football team. English defenders Kyle Walker and John Stones adopted a stray tabby while staying in Qatar. Or more likely, the tabby adopted them. They called him Dave, and instead of leaving him behind when they returned to England, they've decided to take him with them. Dave will now spend a month or so in quarantine before heading to his new home in England. I wonder how he's going to cope going from the desert to an English winter. Hope he takes his fur coat.
Animal Kingdom.
Is there anything better in the summer than chucking on your cozies and heading to the beach? And is there anything more awful, once you're there, than being stung by a bluebottle? Well, fear not, because some clever scientists are developing an app that will help to predict where and when bluebottles could appear. Surf lifesavers treat some 40,000 bluebottle stings each summer. Yikes! But a new app called Bluebottle Watch, being developed by the University of New South Wales, will study weather patterns to work out which beaches along the east coast of Australia are most likely to have bluebottles. Well, little blighters are carried on the sea by the wind, so it's relatively easy to predict where and onto which beachgoers' limbs they're likely to end up on any given day. Thank goodness for that. What's the most popular kids' haircut in Australia? If you could have any haircut at all now that school is pretty much over for the year and you can technically go crazy, what would it be? That's the question we're asking Squiz Kids all this week as we partner with Just Cuts to discover Australia's ultimate kids hairstyle. All you have to do is write to us at squizkids@thesquiz.com.au and tell us your ultimate hairstyle, and you'll go into the draw to win, get this, a year's worth of style cuts for the whole family, plus a family pack of Just Cuts' new range of kids' hair products. The Just as Professional Kids range, including Tutti Frutti tear-free shampoo, tangle-free conditioner, and a texturizing wax, for those days when you're feeling super stylish. Exclusive to Just Cuts salons or available at justcuts.com. I've stuck a link in today's episode notes. We've got one prize pack to give away for each state, so don't just sit there. Get busy imagining your ideal haircut and drop us a line.
Time for the quiz.
This is the part of the podcast where you get to test how well you've been listening. Question number 1. What's the name of the cat adopted by English football players in Qatar? Yeah, that's right, he's called Dave. Question number 2. How old is the new mayor of the town of Earl in Arkansas? Yeah, that's right, he's 18 years old. Question number 3. What's the name of the space capsule that just came back down to Earth? Yeah, that's right, it's called Orion.
Shout outs.
It's December 13. Only 12 sleeps until Christmas. You better watch out. You better not pout. Today is also Taylor Swift's birthday. The chart-topping American singer-songwriter turns 33 today. And it's also a special day for these Squiz Kids celebrating a birthday today. Charlie from Abbotsford, Malachi from North Ryde, Ava from Mount Riverview, and Spencer from Mildura. And belated birthday shout-outs go to Bailey from Craigburn and Florrie from Hazelbrook. And because a bunch of you will be celebrating birthdays in the second half of December when we're off the air, and of course we don't want anyone to miss out, we're going to be punching out advance birthday shout-outs. We'll call them the extra special Christmas baby shout-outs. And they go today to William from Ivanhoe, Karina from Ashmont, Ofri from Chatswood, Sulian from Albany Creek, Adam from Mount Dunedin, Edie from Cadina, Harry from Craigburn, Levi from Marrickville, Miller from Appin, Juno from Atwell, Lucy from Wahroonga, Zach from Upper Mount Gravatt, Felicity from Wagga Wagga, Addison from Goulburn, Harry from Ivanhoe, Annika from Exeter, Grace from Woongarra, and Lily from Koroit. And finally, classroom shout-outs today go to Class 3R and Miss Roden at St Finbarr's Catholic Primary School in Byron Bay, Class 5-6M and 6H at Bradbury Public School, Class 3-4A and Miss Hamilton at Groverley State School, Class 3S Mr Seymour at St Joseph's Primary School in Wauchope, Class 5-6KG at Mount Carmel School in Yass, Class 5-6G at Dandenong South Primary School, Class 7I at Bray Park State High School, and good luck to Miss Martin at St Joseph's School in Claremont. Don't forget, if you've got a birthday coming up and you want a shout out, drop us a line at squizkids@thesquiz.com.au or fill out the form on our website. Well, that's all we have time for. Thanks for listening to Squiz Kids today. We'll be back again tomorrow. In the meantime, get out there and have a most excellent day. Over and out.